I just want to give us some research about what is going on in the world today. In 2025 that we are now, Ireland has a concerning mental health statistics, and it will shock you that over the world wide, 700,000 deaths annually because of mental health. And this is not a joke. 700,000 annually, and Ireland is not excluded. The country here where we live. It will shock you how many people die by suicide every year, and how many people die just because of anxiety, depression, and all. So if you hear about mental health and you think I'm okay, and we think it's only people with psychosis and bipolar and schizophrenia, I'm here to announce to you that these are not the only mental illness that is around the world. If you don't take care of your mind, if you are always stressing, and you get to that level, one day that depression will set in, that anxiety will set in, and the organs will start reacting to them. Our mind is the same as we take care of our body. When you stress the body, you stress the mind. The organs in the body, all the electrical activities, someday they'll begin to shut down because you have overused them. You have overthink your situation. You are overreacted. And so that is why I want us to know that in the world today, 1 in 6 persons is going to have mental illness in the future. 1 in 6 persons. So that is why we need to give ourselves and sit down and think about our life, and think about how we can handle situations, and think about how we can handle stress, and also care for one another. And somebody will be asking here, like, how do we take care of our mental health? There are different ways we can take care of our mental health. First of all, we need to know when we need to stop to say no. And women, a lot of time, we run, we have, forgive me men, I know you're also busy. But it's just that in the world, depression is high in women, more than men. Because we come from a mentality that we can't speak to our friends, we can't speak to our neighbors, and we button up everything. And because of this stress we accumulate, overnight you hear that the person slept and didn't wake up. It is because that person has been burning everything in. It's not just one day. It is not witches and wizards. It is not my people's village. It is because of how we have handled things. So I encourage us to please know when you are crossing the red line. Know when your body is telling you to rest. Know when your body is telling you to talk to someone. Don't be ashamed to share your problems with someone. Sharing your problem with someone is the beginning journey, is a journey of recovery. We come to say, no, you can't. If I tell this person my issue, the person will laugh at me. But if you die tomorrow, that person you are running away from not to laugh will still laugh at the end of the day. And you hear people saying that, why didn't he or she talk to us? But when you're dead, when you listen to that person. So this mental health, we all have to collaborate to help one another. We need to give listening ear to people to talk to. And we need to stop being judgmental. By the time we are able to stop all this, people will be willing to open up. And again, we work a lot. We come from a country whereby we need to take care of our loved ones. While we are working, we should also mind our health, please. When you are tired, try to rest. Don't push it. Because if you're free today to push it, tomorrow you might not be free to push it. The fact that you have the energy today doesn't mean you're going to continue to have that energy. Even as we all wear beautiful clothes today in this place, men and women, we should see our mind as also a thing to nurture, a thing to take care of, so that in our old age we'll be free from illness. Can somebody please clap for me before I continue? I want to share a story. I remember reading about a young man who had been silently struggling with depression. And then he said the most challenging part wasn't just the illness. The most challenging part was pretending to be okay, even though he knows he wasn't okay. And I'm talking about men this time. A lot of our men want to be strong, Odogu. But the grave doesn't know Odogu. I just want us to know that. Let us know our community. What I mean by that, know your community, know who is your friend. You must not be a friend to the whole world. But among friends, there has to be a friend, someone you can talk to. And if you don't want to talk to somebody you know, you can talk to a counselor. You can talk to your GP. That is why they are here. Because the man almost entered his grave because he was pretending to be okay.
Yes.
Because he felt he's a man. A man has to be strong.
Talk that talk.
And one day, when he found out that he was actually digging his grave, he was encouraged to talk to somebody. And he said that was the beginning of his healing journey. And he was glad. Even talking to somebody alone made him not to start taking medication. He was able from there to start controlling and learning to listen to his mind and his body to know when to say stop or continue. I'm not going to keep you long. Mental health is wide. It's big. It's not a thing we can all learn one day. There's this quote that said, you don't have to control your thoughts. You just have to stop and don't let them control you. That means you don't have to eliminate every thought. You don't have to solve every problem. You don't need to provide everything for everybody. You need to learn to put you first. Choose you.
Yes.
Not every other person. Mind yourself. And it says, if a vessel is empty, what can it give? It can't give anything. If you are struggling, how are you able to help somebody who is struggling? That is why we need to learn to stop and say, wait a minute, before this mind crashed down, I need to take care of it. Even if it's 20 minutes walk a day, even if it's 5 minutes walk, even if it's just to go out of the house and just enjoy the air that is free, it can help to heal the body. You'll be amazed when you go out and come back. That situation, the problem will be reduced. Nobody said it's going to be solved immediately. But you dying for it is going to solve the problem either. So please, before I leave here today, I want us to think of that thought that we're going to drop outside the door and say, you know what, from today on, I'm going to make a decision to start listening to my body, to start taking care of my mind, to start choosing me first. At first, people are going to think you are selfish. Please, if selfishness is going to make you not to be in the mental health facility, please choose yourself. I just want us to know that mental health is not all about people that have bipolar or people that have psychosis. Mental health is a problem, a huge problem, taking the life of people right here in the country that we live today. But if we all come together and mind ourselves and help each other, give a listening ear to your friends, to your family, talk to someone. Like I will always say, I don't want to read from the book, I'm giving you the quote. I will always say it is better you laugh at me now than you cry for me in the grave when I'm gone. You know why? Because if I have a situation, I'm going to talk to you. I don't care what you do in that situation, whatever I told you. If you like, you spread it. But you that one that is spreading it, it is you that is being stressed with it. I have already let the bag empty. So when the bag is full, folks, let us empty it. And all the odogos in the house, please, let us learn how to take care of our mind. Let's not be too proud to seek for help with our friends. Let us not be too proud to go to GP. When you feel your body is feeling somehow, when something is stressing us, if you can't talk to your wife, please talk to your neighbor, talk to your GP, talk to somebody that you don't know. If you're afraid they're going to laugh at you, they're going to judge you, take your gist to someone else, take your problem, but do not bottle them in. Because at the end of the day, these are what that causes sickness. Because we have these feelings, if they know, hello, they can know. It will remove anything from you.
Let them know.
It's not going to make you less a man, it's not going to make you less a woman. So please, I encourage every one of us, take the time to learn to know when to stop and take care of yourself. Do exercise, talk to your friends, go out. The day you are off work, it must not be party. You can just go to a restaurant, have a tea or coffee. If you're not a coffee type like me, even if it's just a smile to someone, that is enough for the day. And please, Igbo kwenu! Igbo kwenu! Am I allowed to say the third one?
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate you. A big round of applause.